Sticky Nation coming to you from a hurricane ready to get dumped on Charleston and probably Myrtle Beach. And hopefully this isn't going to be the start of another fall like it was last year with lots of rain, but we're going to think positive and we're going to give y'all a little bit of an update. So first and foremost, we're going to jump right into in moment. Okay, period to date going into the last week. We've got some good matches going on. So the Battle of the Chattanoogas, Broad Street and Hamilton Place right now. Broad Street is beating Hamilton Place. We're going to see what's going to happen there, but both of you guys are kind of in the bottom tier, so I'd like to see some serious improvements there. Downtown Greenville and North Myrtle in a tight race with the 4 and 5 spot. Mount Pleasant putting the beating on Myrtle Beach in the 3rd spot. Concord, Trey and his boys and his team come back and take the number 1 spot. If y'all remember, Trey in the first several periods, Concord was at the top, but now they fell back a little bit. But looks like they've got a newfound outlook on the in-moment stuff. They're beating up on Reich and the Woodruff Road team. Somerville comes rearing back. Looks like Karen didn't want to take that first loss, so the Somerville team comes back on Chef and Bay Meadows, and then finally Cody and the downtown Charleston team beating up on the new guy in River City. So lots of stuff can happen in the last week, but definitely want to give a shout out to the top dogs in Concord and Somerville and Mount P and downtown Greenville and rounding up the top 5 North Myrtle. So a couple of quick things, open callbacks, River City and Bay Meadows. Will and Chef, you guys both have open callbacks. Let's make sure we're getting all those taken care of. Manager interaction, Concord, Somerville, downtown Greenville, all plus 80% or above 80%. Bay Meadows, Mount Pleasant, North Myrtle, all above 70%. Let's talk about sales a little bit. So as a company, y'all, we're down $35,000 in sales going into the last week of the period. This has kind of been where we are every period, only down 2.8%, and that is a number that y'all can affect. We can make up $35,000 in a week. Now, I know we've got some funky weather going on. We've got some catering stuff canceling here and there above around the coast, but people will probably eat. It's comfort food. If it's rainy, people want to go in the dining room and eat. They may be picking up stuff. So we really need y'all to do something. I'm going to probably put together a sales contest for tomorrow to see if we can't drive these last week of the period home and we can make up that difference and finish the period up. I did want to give some shout outs. Downtown Charleston is up 16% in total sales, 12% of that in the dining room. Myrtle up 4%, 7% in the dining room. Somerville up 2%. Mount Pleasant up 1%. North Myrtle up 1%. So look, and Greenville catering sales are up. And you know, we just really want to make sure we're focused on every part of that. The couple other things, we're going to roll over into stock up, stock down. Y'all know my deal. Stock up. Definitely want to give Chucktown sales a stock up. As a market, they're up over 5%. Also want to give stock up to the mainstay, to the folks that are just here every week and top of the in-moment stuff in Somerville, Concord, downtown Greenville, always up there. The Myrtle Beach team. Had the pleasure of working with the Myrtle Beach team and Jim and Michael and Jason and all the guys up there in Myrtle Beach. They killed it, knocked it out of the park with a big catering week with the World Am, executed flawlessly. Super proud of them. So great job with that. Definitely big stock up. Also want to give a stock up and a shout out to Reich and the Woodruff Road team. Woodruff Road has been born again. They are doing lots of things to improve the curb appeal of that restaurant. Taking the bull by the horns on the inside. They got the new banquet room. Already seeing a culture change in that restaurant. Super proud of all you guys at Woodruff and Reich. Let's keep it up. And shout out to Chris. Came over and y'all saw my last post. Spent some time on the LRM front. And looking forward to getting up there next week and seeing what kind of progress he's made. Also want to give a shout out to our new in-house marketing folks. LDA, the Little Dog Agency. Y'all are going to love these folks. Some of y'all have met them already. They've spent some time in Myrtle and Charleston. Coming to a market near you very soon. We'll be in Greenville and Concord next week. You guys are relieved of your friggin' social media duties. No more Yelp, no more TripAdvisor, no more Facebook. They're going to take care of us. They're going to make us look great. And I'm going to be sending out some informational emails to you about how exactly they're going to fit into our team. They are great, and you're going to love Soraya and Jesse and their whole entire team. Also want to give a big stock up to company dining room sales. Y'all, we're up. We are up in dining room sales as a company. That's awesome. Up is up. We want to keep pushing. Now, got to give you my stock down. Y'all, stock down. Company catering sales down 42,000, okay? So, look, we're down 35,000 as a company total. All of it's catering sales. Okay, we need our catering sales manager to produce. Seems like one period we're up in dining room, one we're up in catering. We need to be up in both. And this is a huge number. And I know a lot of it is coming from the Chattanooga market, and Laura and Brenda and the crew out there are working diligently to try to make up some stuff here towards the end of the period. But y'all, we can't have these big misses. So we need the catering sales managers to really step up and be making sure we're making this up. Company in moment, especially manager interaction. We got some great stuff going on, but we still have half of us that aren't hosting the party, y'all. We got to be all over the tables and the managers here. And then we're very close to being at our company goal on everything else. So let's have a great push and be legendary in the dining rooms. Also, stock down for those of you guys that don't have any LRM going on. We'll be coming into a markets and we're going to be testing you guys, and this is low-hanging fruit. We talk about dining room sales and everything else. If you don't have a strong LRM, y'all, you're just shooting yourselves in the foot. Hotels, everything around there should be a major focus. Reheats, y'all know my deal on reheats, always on the stock down list. And then finally, nasty bathrooms. Y'all, please make sure we have some sort of checklist or system in place to make sure these bathrooms are clean. Smell, walls, floors, all that stuff. That leaves a lasting impression with folks, and we need to make sure not only our restrooms are clean, but our whole dining room and everything else is clean. And I just want to again tell you guys that I'm proud of the efforts that we're making. We're doing some great things. I've got some fun stuff coming on, thinking about doing a inter-company fantasy football league. Since we have 12 restaurants, we can do a 12-team league. It'll work out perfect. Going to send out a feeler, see if you guys like that. And then finally, in visiting the last couple restaurants, you guys have grown fond of Mini RP here, which I don't see how you couldn't anyway. He's so strikingly handsome. And so had a couple AOPs say, hey man, I want one of those Mini RPs for my restaurant. And I said, okay, sounds like a pretty cool idea. I mean, it was pretty fun. But then I was talking to Chad, and Chad said, oh no, we can't just give them one. They got to earn one. So here's the deal. Getting yourself to legendary status is going to get you a Mini RP in your restaurant delivered by Chad himself. So he's going to be kind of observing and evaluating what you guys are doing in the restaurants. And when you get the Mini RP delivered to display proudly in your restaurant, that's when you know you've achieved legendary status. And I'm going to match that. So every time y'all earn one of these, I'm going to have one made of you, and I'm going to put it on my bobblehead table there. And so hopefully very soon I'm going to have my own bobblehead of each one of your operating partners or catering sales managers on my table. So look out, see if you can work to get this handsome fellow in there, because he is coming to, and I think he's going to start traveling and visiting the markets too, so y'all get a feel for just the mojo and energy that he has coming into your market. So cool things going on. Lots of other updates coming your way via email over the next day or two. Be safe if you're in a market where it's going to be rainy and all that stuff, and let's go kill it and make up that 35K. Y'all have a good afternoon and even a better weekend.